today.
From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Andy Dalton and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by a three-time Pro Bowler, owner of over 35,000 passing yards in 11 seasons. The veteran Andy Dalton.
I love his football IQ. I love his ability to have people rally around him. And as he likes to remind me all the time when I get ready to call one of his games, I can run it a little bit too. A nice presence to have on your team.
And Dalton going to throw right away. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do. Turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw here, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense making its way out, and we get a look at the player drafted to succeed Ben Roethlisberger as the franchise's quarterback. Knows a lot about the city. He's a rookie out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign. Took his game to a new level and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
A first carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Harris going to get it again on second down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And that will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Dalton. That's complete to Troutman, right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone marker, back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Andy Dalton. Finding Taysom Hill complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. scoreless after one. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They run it again with Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first down throw coming for Dalton.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Complete. Smith has it.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Gets around him, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
And Dalton to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry from 8 yards out.
And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Open man here is Gentry. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw there complete to Sims. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Open man here, Sims complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Pickett right back to the air again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
Punching it in from a yard away.
and the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's
it looks
still
that way.
time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Washington now brings this out. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
On 1st and 10.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Dalton.
There's Chris Olave.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Dalton's throw taken in by Landry.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Dalton. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Pickett now on first down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on second down. Pickett on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Dalton. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. On the move past the 40. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. Harris running for the yard, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So the false start will back them up 5. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Pickett will look to throw it here. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there. And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice gain. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Dalton. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. That's Olave bringing in another one. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. First and 10 for Dalton. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, Kamara. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have it. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A 10th carry for Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara.
30 yards.
And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their 25, caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He finds his tight end, Gentry. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll work this down to the 15.
Call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Targets the sideline. He'll complete this pass to Johnson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point now by Boswell. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. It's complete. Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now Dalton. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Dalton. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give. This is Kamara. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was just saying could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards
heads in the wrong direction.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick here is good. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.